Namaste, beautiful. Welcome to Yoga for Ravers. This class is specially designed to be done before the event. So if it's a multiple day event, I recommend doing it before each day. It might also be nice to do in the week leading up. It would also be nice to do all the time so that you can keep your body, mind, energetic being open and ready to feel good and to keep raving till the grave. I personally am almost 37 years old. I've been raving for like 17 years. And is that correct math? Yes. It seems like longer. It seems like it's been my whole life. And, I'm constantly meeting people, and they're younger than I am, and their bodies really struggle to get through the events. And I've been a yoga teacher for a while, but I've been a person who moves my body, who keeps myself open and keeps my body flexible, mobile for even longer. And I just want to share that with everyone, particularly with people in this community. I mean, think about how incredible it would be if, in addition to us all having this incredible energy, we also didn't have any pain, right? You're not like smiling through the pain, it just doesn't exist, right? Because we prepared our bodies for it. So that's what I made this class for, and I really hope that it helps, and I really hope that if it does help, that you share it with other people, and so we can just all keep raving for as long as possible, feeling as amazing as possible. That said, you might need some kind of strap or scarf or something just for one little part at the beginning, depending on your hamstring strength. So if you want to hamstring flexibility, sorry. So if you want to have that prepared, you may. It's also not totally necessary. You would be fine without something. So yeah, also, this coming weekend, so I'll probably post this class around July 9th, 10th, something like that. And I will be at Dream State Chicago this weekend. So if anyone else is going to be there, if you want to say hi, I would absolutely love that. Otherwise, maybe I will see you at another event in the future. Or if not, I hope to see you back here. Alrighty. When you're ready, let's go ahead and meet on our mat, floor, ground, wherever you're practicing today. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead and start in Shavasana. So we're going to start lying on our backs. If you have a mat, your feet can be in the corners of the mat. If you don't have a mat, just allow your feet to rest at a comfortable width distance apart. Allow your hands to rest by your sides. You can undo your ponytail or something if you need to lie on the floor. And if it feels comfortable, go ahead and close down the eyes. And we're starting here in Shavasana because I want for us to feel grounded. I want for us to feel the ground, the floor holding us. I want us to remember that no matter how heavy we are, no matter how tired we are, no matter what, the ground will always hold us. The ground is always here to help us to feel more grounded. So if at any point in time we start to lose ourselves, we start to lose sense of anything, we can come back to the earth. Lie on the earth. Connect to the earth. And find our sense of grounding. So just allow yourself to feel the oneness between your body and the ground or the floor on which you're lying. Allow for this to be your foundation, the foundation on which you will stand and dance throughout the event. And begin to bring attention to the breath. Another thing that's always there for us is our breath. Just notice the way it effortlessly moves in and out the nostrils. And let's remember that while it's always there for us, we do also have the ability to control our breath. We can slow it down if necessary. We can deepen it if necessary. So let's just practice for a couple of minutes, deepening the breath. Breathing in through the nose, all the way into the belly, filling the belly with air. And exhaling the air out of the belly and feeling it come out the nostrils. Again, breathing in through the nose, following the air all the way into the belly. And exhale, following the air out of the belly and out of the nose. Keep going at your own pace, finding a comfortable connection to your breath. Remember how it feels, the sense of calm, the sense of connectedness. And gently release control over the breath. Turning the attention inwards. Going deeply into the self. Become aware of anything that's going on in the body, in the mind. Any feelings, emotions that are there. Decide if you want to change anything. Change the way your body feels, the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling emotionally. If you want to change something, you can set the intention to do so with this practice. And if not, that's also totally fine. And let's release the intention, knowing that it will be fulfilled if necessary. And bring our attention deeply into the present moment. And with our attention in the present moment, let's go ahead and begin to blink open the eyes. Begin to move slowly the fingers and the toes. Begin to bring the feet together. Let's start getting into the joints. Let's take the knees and bring them towards the chest. And just hug the knees to the chest. And now let's go ahead and circle out the ankles. So inhaling as we circle up and exhaling as we circle down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead, straighten the legs. And now let's take the right leg, hug the knee towards the chest, interlace the fingers, and put them underneath your right hamstring. Now we're going to make some circles with the knees. So try and make these circles as big as you can. We really want to work out those knees, make sure they stay healthy, okay? So we're going to circle in, so bring the foot in and up, and then we're going to bring it out and down. And as we come up, we're going to inhale, and down, we're going to exhale, okay? We're going to do it 20 times in each direction. Really try and make them as big as you can, all right? Keep your toes pointed, keep your toes engaged. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going. 11, 12, 13, bigger. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, bigger. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Interlace the fingers underneath the left hamstring. And again, we're going circling in and up with the foot and out and down, inhaling up and exhaling down 20 times each direction. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is something that if ever you are having any pain in your knees, at any time, right, you can always just stop and circle them out. It'll really help with that pain, I promise. All right, let's switch directions. 2, and I strongly recommend doing it every day for the best results. I do this every single day, multiple times a day, and it really, really is going to make your knees happy forever. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to get into the hamstrings a little bit. We're not going to go too deep, but I do want for us to start with our hamstrings just a little bit looser than usual. So if you know that you need some kind of belt or strap or scarf or pashmina or something like that, you can go ahead and place it onto underneath the foot and then pull the foot down towards the floor. And I do not actually need this, I just wanted to demonstrate. So now try and make sure that the base foot, your left foot, is pointing up. And we want to just be kind of pulling steadily almost with the right foot down towards the floor. So I want you to really use the breath and use the mind to try to relax the hamstring. Only slowly, So we don't want to have too much of a pull here, right? We don't want to hurt anything. We're only maybe at about 50%, if that, of your full capacity of like where you could possibly go to. But then it's going to keep extending more and more and more, right? As you keep using your mind and your breath to relax. Pull it down more. You can use your hand here to kind of warm it up, soothe it out if you want. And let's release just a little bit of a stretch, okay? So switch legs. So again, if we need our strap or whatever we'd like, go ahead and place it and then use it to pull. Let's try and keep the bottom leg engaged. If we don't need it, we can go ahead and just grab hold of the foot and pull it towards us. And again, using the mind and using the breath. So if you can use your exhales to release tension. So breathe into the tension here, and then use your exhale and release it. Keep relaxing. Focus really hard on relaxing. The muscle is going to try and tell you that it can't, but it doesn't know it, but it can. Nice and gentle. Keep pulling. Keep relaxing. All right, and let's release. And shake out the legs a little bit. All right, once again, hug the knees towards the chest, and we're just going to rock up into a seated position. All right, let's get into the neck. So that when we're going like this and we're looking up at the stage, we get less pain in our neck. All right, let's go. Let's circle it out. Let's go backwards and inhale. And then as we come forward, exhale. And do 10 times each direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. All right. Well, let's come onto hands and knees. So place the hands, come on to tabletop position. Hands are shoulders width distance apart, knees are hip width distance apart, feet are knee width distance apart. And let's come into some cat-cows here. So we're going to inhale, we're going to arch the back. So bring the belly button down towards the floor, bring the tailbone up towards the ceiling, looking up towards the ceiling between the eyes with an inhale. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to pull the belly button up, up, up towards the ceiling. Around the spine, look towards the belly button. Now our tailbone is down, our head is down. And keep going. Inhale, arch the back. Look up, tailbone up, head up. And exhale, around the spine, look towards the belly button. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, around. And if you want to add a little bit of something to this, make it a little bit more pranic, a little bit more spiritual. You can squeeze your pelvic floor as you inhale and release the squeeze as you exhale. So squeezing the pelvic floor, arching them back, looking up, and releasing the squeeze, rounding the spine. Exhale. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Let's make them a little bit faster. Keep going with that squeezing if you were doing it. Otherwise, you totally don't have to. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Let's do 10 more. It seems like a lot, but the more we work out our spine now, the more we get it mobile and ready to move, the better we're going to feel for the rest of the day, weekend, week, life. And as usual, I wasn't counting, so let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. I have hair all over me. All right. Let's get into the shoulders a little bit for those people giving shoulder rides. So let's inhale, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we're going to thread the needle, bring the right hand over to the left, bring the shoulder down. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Last one, we're going to hold it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Stay here, or take the left hand, bring it up above the head, or take the left hand and bind the right hip, opening the left shoulder up. So now we're doing 2 different things with each of our shoulders, right? A little bit more into the shoulders. Let's hold for 4 more breaths. Nice and deep breathing. Try and go a bit deeper. And let's go ahead and release. Place the left hand back down if you brought it up. Inhale the right hand up. And exhale, bring it down. Other side. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread the needle. Either stay here, take the right hand, bring it over the head, or take the right hand and bind the left hip. And then open up the right shoulder. And you can kind of rock back and forth here too if you want to. Just play around with the various ways in which we are opening our shoulders, stretching our shoulders, preparing our shoulders. Nice, long, controlled breaths. And let's bring it back. Place the right hand back down if you lifted it. Reach the left hand up and exhale, bring it down. Well, let's get more into the shoulders, taking a melting heart or puppy pose. So let's reach the hands out and gently allow for the chest to come down towards the floor, the chin to come down towards the floor. Nice and slowly, mindfully, with control. Maybe your microphone prevents you from bringing your chest down. You can be up on your fingertips. You can have your hands down. You can have your hands on top of something. Whatever feels good for you. Just opening our heart and our shoulders a bit here from the beginning. Try and keep the breath controlled. Try and keep the body relaxed. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and come out. Come back to our tabletop. All right, let's keep going. Let's tuck the toes, push the hips up and back, and come and find our first downward facing dog. So we can walk out our dog here, so we can bend our knees. We can move our hips around. We can keep working on the shoulders if we want to. Now we're going to be spending quite a lot of time in downward facing dog, but we're going to be moving a lot. So if your dog is such that your heels are not reaching the floor, that's totally fine. Just try and be keeping them in that direction. Just imagine reaching down towards the floor. And maybe by the end, then they will reach the floor. Yeah? But I do want for us to maintain our strength here, right? So being nice and strong in our hands and nice and strong in our feet. So whatever part of our foot is grounded into the ground, let's just, be strong with it. Yeah? All right. Now we're going to do a little bit of a additional warm-up here. Well, kind of the entire class is a warm-up, actually. It's a warm-up for our event, right? All right, so let's inhale and reach the right foot up towards the ceiling into a three-legged dog. And then we're going to exhale, bring the knee towards the nose to help us to step our right foot in between the hands. Then we're going to take the left knee down and the left back of the foot down. You can either stay here and inhale here, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, if you have a little bit more balance, you can reach the hands up. And we're going to inhale as we reach the hands up and arch the back a bit. And then as we exhale, we're going to come back into a half split. So either your hands are on the floor, your hands are lifted. If your hands are lifted, you're bringing them back behind the body. If your hands are on the floor, they are simply on the floor. And then let's do that 5 times. So that one doesn't count. All right, inhale. Reach the hands up or just come forward. Exhale, move it back to half split. Inhale, move it forward into low lunge. And exhale back to half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Last one. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. And let's inhale into a low lunge, but place our hands onto the floor. And with an exhale, let's tuck the back toes. And then inhale, we're going to reach the right foot up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring the right foot down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach the left foot up. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose to help us to then step the left foot between the hands. Take the right knee down, take the right back of the foot down. Let's do our little practice one because we did it on the other side. So I'll show you with the hands down this time. Inhale in our low lunge and then exhale back into a half split. And now let's do it 5 times. It's inhale, low lunge, reach the hands up or not. Exhale back into half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, 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 half split. Last one. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, place the hands down. Exhale, tuck the back toes. Inhale, reach the left foot up. And exhale, bring it down. All right, now we're going to walk our feet forward. So you can come up onto the toes if you're not already there, or you can keep the feet flat. Doesn't really matter, just Slowly and mindfully walking the feet towards the hands. And when your feet reach the hands, or they reach the point that you need to lift the hands, you can bring them to be hip-width distance apart. And then you can take the hands and you can bring them onto opposite elbows. Try and keep the back pretty straight here. And rock back and forth. You can take some bounces. Trying to lengthen the back of the hamstrings, the back of the legs, the back of the entire body, really. And allow the hands to come down to the floor. And with an inhale, go ahead and roll the spine all the way up to standing. All right. Let's do a little bit more warm up for our ankles first. So we're going to interlace the fingers and we're going to place our palms so that they are facing down. And then we're going to inhale, we're going to come up onto the toes, reach the arms up, and exhale, bring the heels down, bring the hands down. Let's do it 20 times. Try and come all the way up onto the toes with our inhale and all the way down with the exhale. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, let's call that 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale, exhale, 8. Inhale, exhale, 9. Inhale, exhale, 10. Let's do the last 10 a little bit faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. All right, let's get into our hips. We're going to move our hips a lot today, but we're going to start moving them now. We're going to start kind of working it out. So let's make them pretty medium size at the beginning, and then we're going to make them even bigger. Okay, so let's circle to the left. So let's inhale as we come forward and exhale as we come back. So we're kind of using our whole body here, not just the hips, right? So let's inhale and come forward, exhale back, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 5. Now let's make them really, really big. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 5. Beautiful. Switch directions. Medium, big. Inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 5. Now make them really, really big. Exhale, 1. I know it feels weird. Don't worry, we're going to get even weirder. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Beautiful. Let's make some figure 8s. So now we're making some smaller movements. So we're kind of like coming diagonally forward to the left and move it back. And then diagonally forward to the right, move it back. So kind of find your rhythm. Maybe if you have music on, it's easier. Maybe not. And just kind of have fun with it. Feel your sensual being awakening. You want it super awake. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Let's switch directions. Yeah. Find your flow in the other direction. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Are you getting ready? Yes. All right. And now let's twist it out a little bit. So feel free to do this at any point during your day, night, life. It will help keep your back relaxed, healthy. So we're just going to twist. So we're just going to swing the arms, twist, and twist. And let's exhale as we twist and inhale as we come back to center. Twist, twist at your own pace. You can allow the hands to kind of just wrap around the body. Try and keep the back nice and relaxed. So you can kind of like use this momentum that you have of the swinging to maintain relaxation in the back. Yeah? Keep it going. Let's start to move the hands up a little bit. So now they are like about shoulder width distance. And let's bring them up even more. Reach them up towards the ceiling. And reach up, reach up. Get ready for when the DJ tells you to put your hands up. All right. All right. Now we are going to start our little journey through the chakras. If you want to pay attention to the way we are going from our root to our crown, you may. If you're like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Just pretend I didn't even say it. Okay? So if you want to bring that little piece into your practice, right now we can be imagining that we are working in this area here in our root chakra, Mooladhara, okay? And I will show you now the sequence that we're going to do. Let's do it 6 times. Okay, so we're going to inhale, we're going to reach our hands up. So our feet are about hip width distance apart. They can be slightly more than hip width distance if you want. Okay, inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, we're going to lean it over to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Then we're going to bring the toes out. And inhale, we're going to squat down into a yogi squat. Bring the hands to heart center. Then we're going to place the hands down. With an exhale, we're going to bring the toes back in and find our forward fold. And then we're going to reach the hands up again with an inhale. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. That one didn't count, and now we're doing 6 from here, now that I showed you what we're doing. Okay, let's go. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Turn the toes out. Inhale, squat down, bring the hands together. Namaste. Exhale, place the hands down, turn the toes in, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. Stand up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Round 1. Let's go. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Turn the toes out. Inhale as we squat down, bring the hands together into yogi squat. Exhale, place the hands down, turn the toes in, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. That's 2. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean it left. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Turn the toes out. Inhale as we squat down, yogi squat. Exhale, place the hands, come back into forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center, that's 3. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean it left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Turn the toes out. Inhale, yogi squat. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center, that's 4. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Turn the toes out. Inhale into yogi squat. Hands down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. That's 5. Last one. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Turn the toes out. Inhale, come to yogi squat, hands to namaste. Exhale, place the hands down, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to move into the next one now. But now let's come back to our yogi squat. So let's take our toes out and we're going to kind of move it down. You can be fun with it like we're getting low at the party. Beautiful. I just want to practice being here. So you can move it back and forth. Just kind of working out the knees, working out the hips, loosening everything, making it feel good. All right, beautiful. Let's place the hands down. And now we're just going to kind of step it back until we find a wide leg kind of downward dog position. And then we're going to also step our hands wide. So if we have a mat, we're outside of our mat with our hands and our feet here. Okay, nice and wide. So now, if you are going through this chakra journey with me, let's switch to Swadisthana, to our sacral chakra. Okay, bringing our focus there up only slightly higher than we were before. Otherwise, don't focus on anything, just follow as I'm doing. All right, so all we're going to do, we're going to come forward with an inhale, coming onto the toes, dropping the pelvis down towards the floor. We're going to keep the pelvis lifted and arch the back and look up. So we're in this kind of like downward dog or upward dog type position here. And then with an exhale, we're bringing the hips up and moving back into this wide leg downward dog position. Okay, so we're going to do that little flow 10 times. That one doesn't count. All right, try and get your balance. Plant your hands and your feet somewhere that they won't slide too much. And let's go with it. Here we go. Inhale, come on to the toes. Bring the pelvis down, arch the back, look up. Hips up, exhale, back into downward dog. Inhale, slowly moving, upward dog. Exhale, slowly moving, downward dog. Inhale, nice and slow, upward dog. Exhale, slowly back to downward dog. Inhale, hips down, head up, arch the back. Exhale, hips up, back to downward dog. Inhale, bring the hips down, arch the back. Exhale, back to downward dog. That's 5, I think. Inhale, move it forward, hips down, arch the back. Exhale, back, downward dog. Inhale, hips down, arch the back. Exhale, move it back, downward dog. 7. Inhale, hips down, arch the back. Exhale, move it back, downward dog. 8. 2 more, let's go. Inhale, hips down, arch the back. Exhale, hips back, downward dog. Last one, inhale, hips down, arch the back. Exhale, hips back, downward dog. Beautiful. Let's bring the knees down. Bring them in, bring the feet in, and come into child's pose here. If you want to switch, we're moving into our solar plexus, Manipura now. And so what we are going to do, we're going to slink forward. So we're going to kind of like bring our nose or chest along the floor until we then push up into cobra. And then we're going to move back to our child's pose. And again, we're going to do that 10 times. That one doesn't count. Here we go. Let's do it. Move it forward. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, move it back. Child's pose. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Child's pose. 2. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Child's pose. 3. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Child's pose. 4. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Child's pose. 5. Inhale. You can play around with what part of your body you're leaving on the floor when you move into the cobra to get into different parts of the back. Exhale, move it back. 6. Inhale, come forward. Cobra. Exhale, move it back. 7. Inhale, move it forward. Cobra. Exhale, move it back. 8. 2 more. Here we go. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale, move it back. Last one. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Move it back. Beautiful. Let's come onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes. And we're coming back into our downward dog. Take a moment to observe how it feels. Do you feel more stretched out in your dog here? Hopefully the answer is yes. Now, we are moving up to Anahata, to our heart chakra. And I will show you what we're going to do. We're going to inhale. We're going to reach the right foot up. Exhale, we're going to step the right foot next to the right hand. We're going to inhale. We're going to bring the shoulders back and lift the chest and look up. And then we're going to exhale and stay here. Then we're going to inhale. We're going to swing the right foot back up to three-legged dog. And exhale, bring it down. Let's try the other side. Inhale, let's lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot next to the left hand. Inhale, bring the shoulders back, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale. Inhale, swing the left foot up. And exhale, bring it down. Let's do it 10 times. Here we go. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot next to the right hand. Inhale, shoulders back, heart open. Exhale, open it more. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step next to the left hand. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, open it more. Inhale, reach the left foot up. Exhale, bring it down. 1. Oh, by the way, I meant 10 times total. So that was actually 2. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot next to the right hand. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, open it more. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step the left foot next to the left hand. Inhale, bring the shoulders back, open the heart. Exhale, open it more. Inhale, reach the left foot up. Exhale, bring it down. 4. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot next to the right hand. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach the left foot up. Exhale, step it next to the left hand. Inhale, open the chest, open the heart. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, bring it down. 6. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, step it next to the right hand. Inhale, shoulders back, open the chest, open the heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step it next to the left hand. Inhale, shoulders back, heart open. Exhale, open more. Inhale, reach the left foot up. Exhale, bring it down. All right, last round each side. This time we are adding on a little bit, so we're going to add in some side lunges. All right, just follow me. You got it. Here we go. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot next to the right hand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, now rotate over to the side and come into a side lunge, into our Swadisthana here. Take the hands to heart center if possible. So we want to have our heel down here. If our heel is not down, then really try to be working it down, but it's better to have your hips up higher with your heel down than to have your hips down lower with your heel up, okay? If you need to use the support of your hands here, that is also fine. All right, so now we're just going to work back and forth, keeping the hands down if necessary, otherwise taking them to heart center. Let's go. Here we go. Inhaling through center and exhaling over to the left. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale left. Inhale through center, exhale right. Let's do one more. Inhale through center, exhale left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Place the hands down. Let's inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Reach the right foot up. And exhale, bring it down. Other side. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, bring it down next to the left hand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rotate into Skandasana on the left. Again, trying to keep that heel down if possible. Using your hands for support if necessary. Otherwise, let's bring them to heart center. Let's work out those hips. Work out those knees. Here we go. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Let's do one more each side. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Place the hands down. Inhale into our lizard. Lift the chest. Exhale. Oh, sorry. Inhale, reach the left foot up. And exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Now let's again walk our feet forward into our yogi squat. Beautiful. All right. Stay here just for a moment. So I just want to keep coming back here a little bit. While we're here, I'll tell you about one time this was in October, so I was 36. Somebody told me that they couldn't get low, because she was 36. That was her reasoning. And it was in response to me and a bunch of other people doing it, right? I was like, and like a bunch of us, I was 36. The person I was with was like 39 or something. I was like, oh man, why did I not make this class yet? So here I am making this class so that all of us older people can get low for life. All right, anyway. Now that story's over, let's go ahead and bring the knees together. Let's bring them down. I'm going to sit back onto the feet. I'm going to move back slightly. And we're going to work out our camel here. So I'm using camel as our way of getting into our throat chakra, our Vishuddhi here. So when we go into it, I really want for us to be putting our head back and really opening the throat. Okay? So first we're going to dynamically move. So we're going to come up off of the feet. We're going to lift the butt up off the feet. We're going to inhale. We're going to bring the right hand over to the heel. We're going to swing the left hand over back behind the head. We're going to bring the head back, open the throat here. Okay? Exhale, come down, sit onto the heels. Inhale, left hand to left heel, reach the hand overhead, reach the head back, open the throat. Exhale, come down, sit on the heels. Keep it going. Inhale, over to the right, head back. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, over to the left, head back. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, to the right, head back. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, over to the left, head back. Exhale, sit down. Let's do two more each side. Inhale, head back. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, head back. Exhale, sit down. Last one. Inhale, head back. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, head back. Exhale, sit down. Beautiful. Now, we're going to take our camel here. We're going to take it 3 times. So if you want to do each side separately, you may. So I will show you what that would look like. So if you want to take your right side, you can take your right hand to the right heel, left hand to the hip. So we're just taking this one side here, and then you can practice how much you want to move your left shoulder back. So how much you want to kind of move towards your full camel, or whatever, your camel. And then left side, of course, would be left. And then you're moving this back as you wish, okay? Or otherwise, we're taking both hands back. No matter where we are, we're going to try and keep the hips in line with our knees here, okay? So let's take our hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the head up towards the ceiling. And exhale, move the hips forward, take the hands back to the heels, and again, allow the head to come all the way back, opening the throat here. And hold. Nice calm breath, nice calm body. 4, 3, look towards the nose. 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands to the hips and exhale, sit down. Let's do it 2 more times. So if you did one side, do the other side. If you did both, do both. Inhale, reach the head up. Exhale, send the hips forward slightly, reach the hands back to the heels, and allow the head to come back all the way, opening the throat and holding, breathing calmly. Nice calm body, looking towards the nose. And inhale, come up. Hands come to the hips. Exhale, sit down. And if you were doing one side, now if you want to try both, go ahead. Otherwise, you can kind of split it up to half on half. And let's do it. Inhale. Reach the top of the head up. Bring the hips slightly forward. Exhale, reach back with the hands touching the heels. Allow the head to come back and open the throat. Look towards the nose. When we look towards the nose, then what we're doing is we are shortening the amount of distance that we can see. And when we do that, then it gives us more energy. And let's inhale up. Bring the hands to the hips. And exhale. Sit onto the heels. Beautiful. All right. Let's get into the quads a little bit here. So we're just going to work our way back to lying down. So let's just take the hands and walk them back. Using the mind and the breath to relax those quadriceps. And go back a little bit more until you reach where you need to be. And if you feel a little bit of tension in the back, go ahead and release it with your mind, with your breath. Beautiful. And let's work our way back up, however we need to do so. And let's complete our little journey through the chakras with a headstand. If you do not have headstand presently in your practice, what you can do instead is simply invert yourself as much as you can. So I will show you so we can place the head down. And then just walk the feet in until you're as inverted as you can be without lifting the feet. So we're getting into our Agya and our crown at the same time here. So what we're going to, so of course our crown is on the floor, but so we're going to keep our gaze toward our third eye here and kind of get them together. Yeah. So Sahasrara, here we go. Agya, we are looking there. We can be doing so from the beginning. So if we place our hands down, take the head down, keep the eyes closed here before we even come up. So we can just kind of then move up. Maybe you can see some kind of, I don't know, I see some kind of ball of fire in my third eye right now. I don't really know why, but it's pretty cool actually. You can also, of course, totally skip this. You can move over to a little tutorial that I've attached here for headstand if you want a little party trick. You can also just take this time to sit in meditation. So you can be sitting on your feet, you can be seated in a cross-legged position. I don't know why I said seated. You can feel free to hold your inversion for as long as you would like. Keep the breath steady. And keep the body relaxed. Nice time to build trust for yourself with your eyes closed while you're upside down, right? All right, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and come down. And wherever you are, you can meet me in child's pose. Take the forehead down. Take the hands back towards the feet. Allow the shoulders to come down towards the knees. Come back to the breath. Feeling the belly expanding into the thighs. Slow it down. All right. And let's slowly and mindfully roll out and up. And let's come into a straddle here. So I'm going to face this way. You can face whichever way your heart desires. And we're just going to work it out a bit. Continue with those dynamic movements. We're just going to reach the hands up and twist over to the right and exhale, fold over the right. And then inhale up, twist to the left, and exhale, fold over the left. Keep it going. Inhale, exhale left. Inhale, exhale right. Inhale, exhale left. Inhale, exhale right. Inhale, exhale left. Inhale, exhale right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Let's do 3 more. Right, left, right, left. Last one, right, left. Beautiful. So we'll work out the sides. Inhale, the hands out. And with an exhale, we're going to reach towards the right foot with the left hand, bringing the right shoulder down towards the floor, toward the ground, toward the mat. Looking underneath the left arm, using the breath, using the mind. Trying to keep both butt cheeks down, keep the feet nice and flexed here. And let's inhale, come up. And exhale over to the right. The left. The right hand over to the left. Looking underneath the right arm. Left shoulder coming down towards the ground. And feet nice and flexed. And inhale up. And now we're going to exhale. We're going to fold forward. And keeping those toes pointed up. Nice and engaged with our feet. Trying to keep our back nice and flat. Our heart is coming down toward the floor. No rounding in the spine. Using the mind and the breath to relax the hip flexors. And let's bring it up. Slowly and mindfully bring the feet together. You can shake them. Shake, shake, shake. And let's come onto the back just to kind of work out those hips a little bit. So taking the knees over to the left and to center. Exhale them over to the right. Going at your own pace. Just loosening up those hips. And faster. It's kind of like what I was talking about with the twists earlier. If we kind of like throw them down, then it doesn't allow our body to try and tighten up. And we can get a little bit more stretched out that way. All right. Okay. Let's hug the knees into the chest and rock it up. Now we're going to take some pigeons. So we can either take reclined pigeon or we can take our half pigeon. So if you know how to go into half pigeon, we're going to start with the right leg. You can go into it now. I'm going to first show reclined. So if you want to go into reclined, you can take the right foot, hook it over the left knee, trying to make sure that we're keeping our right knee as forward away from the body as possible. And then we're going to recline. We're going to come down onto the back. And we're going to take the hands, interlace the fingers onto the left shin, and we're going to pull our left shin in toward the body, finding that nice stretch in our right glutes here. Either stay there, or if you want to go into half pigeon, you may do that instead. So then we are either having our right foot toward our left hip, or our right foot is in line with our mat, or an imaginary mat if we don't have one. And let's go ahead and fold over our front leg here. And now if you're here and you want to go a little bit deeper, you may take your left hand, and just like we did at the beginning, we can thread the needle, bringing the left shoulder down, and then we can take the right hand and bring it and bind the left hip. And use that to kind of open up. Find a little bit of a different stretch in our right glutes there. Using our mind and our breath, finding tension with our inhales, releasing it with our exhales. And wherever we are, let's come up. And even if you are in reclined, what we are doing now, we're going to bend the right leg. And then we're going to take the left leg. We're going to stack our knees. We're going to take the left foot over to the right side. Our right foot is over to the left side. If this feels uncomfortable in your body, you can continue with pigeons, or you can just skip forward in the video and move on. This is to then stretch our outer hips here, which we didn't do too much of, so I just want to make sure that we do get that as well. And now we can add a little shoulder stretch. So we're going to take our left hand up, we're going to bend our left hand, and we're going to take our right hand, I'm going to reach underneath towards the left hand. Again, if we want to use the strap, pashmina, t-shirt, whatever we used at the beginning, we can use it to hold on if we're not able to reach the hands here. Again, getting different openings of our shoulders on each shoulder. Now we can look up to kind of push back farther on our left arm. Beautiful. All right. Let's take our pigeons on the other side. So if you want to go into reclined, take the left ankle and cross it over your right knee, making sure the left knee is as far away from the body as possible. Recline back, interlace the fingers, grab a hold of the right shin and bring it toward the body. If you're already in half pigeon, that's great. If you were waiting, go ahead and take your left foot in toward your right hip, or bring it out and line it up with the mat. Go ahead and fold forward. And once again, if we want to go deeper, we can thread the needle, bringing the right shoulder down to the floor, taking the left hand and binding the right hip and opening up toward the ceiling. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Using the breath. Inhale to find any tension. Exhale and release it. And let's release. And again, let's go into our cow face. So wherever we are, let's bend the left knee. Take the right knee, stack it on top of the left. Flex the feet. Bring both of our butt cheeks down. Reach the right hand up. Bend the right arm. Bend the left arm underneath. Reach the hands together or reach them onto your back or onto a towel or a strap or whatever you have. And look up, pushing the head against the right arm. And let's release. And now again, we are going to come onto the back. And we're going to take some reclined twists. And then we're going to close it out with Shavasana. So, if you want to take your hair down, I always recommend having as little kind of restricting you as possible for Shavasana. So, you might see that I pretty much always take my hair down. So if you want to do that too, you may. All right. Let's hug the right knee into the chest and guide the right knee over to the left, keeping the right shoulder down and looking over to the right. Again, using our inhales to find any tension left over in the body and using our exhales to release it. Reconnecting to the breath, keeping it calm and steady. And let's come back to center and switch legs. Taking the left knee into the chest and crossing it over the body. Bringing the left shoulder down and looking over to the left. Using our inhale to find any tension and our exhale to release it. Slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind. And let's release and come back to center. And let's take our Shavasana. Allow the feet to rest gently in the corners of the mat or at a comfortable with distance apart. Allow your hands to rest by your side. Make any movement necessary to make yourself comfortable for the next approximately 10 minutes. And let's scan the body and find relaxation. Starting by relaxing the tips of the toes. Or relaxing the toe joints. Relaxing the tops of the feet. Relaxing the soles of the feet. Relaxing the ankles. Relaxing the shins and the calves. Relaxing the knees, knee joints, the backs of the knees. Relaxing the quads and the hamstrings. Relaxing the hips, the hip flexors. Relaxing the glutes. Relaxing the pelvis and the sex. Relaxing the tailbone. Relaxing the lower back and the lower navel. Relaxing the middle back and the middle belly. Relaxing the ribs, the lungs, the heart. Relaxing the chest. Relaxing the back of the ribs and the whole upper back, shoulder blades. Relaxing the collarbone. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the upper arms, the elbows, and the insides of the elbows. Relaxing the forearms. Relaxing the wrists, the backs of the hands. Relaxing the palms, the fingers, the knuckles, and the tips of the fingers. Relaxing the neck, the front, the sides, and the back. Relaxing the ears. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the mouth, the lips, the teeth, and the tongue. Or relaxing the cheeks and the cheekbones. Relaxing the nose. Relaxing the eyes and the eye sockets. Relaxing the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows. Relaxing the forehead. Relaxing the temples. Relaxing the back of the head. And relaxing the crown of the head. Reaching above the crown of the head and relaxing that space. And reaching outside of the body and relaxing the aura. And resting deeply in this beautifully relaxed state. Let's take the next inhale a little bit deeper, calling the self back into the body. And you're getting to find some movement in the fingers and the toes, and the wrists and the ankles. Taking the hands up over the head and interlacing the fingers and reaching them up straight. Taking the feet together, reaching them away from the hands, and inhale deeply. Inhale more. And open the mouth and exhale and sigh out everything that no longer serves you. Go. Continuing to keep the eyes closed, roll over onto the left side, using the arm as a pillow underneath the head. Continuing to keep the eyes closed, come on up into a seated position. And take the hands to the knees. And just take this time to observe. Observe the body. Observe the mind. Observe the emotional state. And observe the breath. Notice if your intention has been met, or if it's something that you would like to take with you farther. No matter the answer is totally fine. And one last time, let's really come back to the breath. Observing the way we can deepen it and lengthen it. Observing the way we can use it to calm us. Let's remember that we can always come back to this breath. Anywhere, anytime. We can also remind others of the same if necessary. Let's take the hands to heart center. We'll rub the hands together, creating heat. And place the heat over the eyes, cupping the eyes. Open and close the eyes beneath the hands. Close the eyes and rub the hands together again. Take the heat, place it onto the face, onto the neck, the chest, the arms, the torso, the legs, and the feet. And take the hands back to heart center. Bow the head in gratitude. Thank yourself for being here, for taking this time for yourself, to connect to yourself so that you can more deeply connect to others. And whenever you're ready, go ahead, blink open the eyes. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for allowing me to share my practice with you. I will see you in the next class. With so much love. Namaste.